Thanks for tuning in today. I'm John Holmes, the owner of Holmes Hobbies, and we're going to do a little bit of testing and tuning with some parts that I got when I was down at the Ultimate Scale Truck Expo. Got a new, basically a bunch of batteries, but this is one of the new batteries that I picked up from Helios RC, 3500 milliamp hour, 3-cell 30C pack. And what's nice about this one is that it's replacing some of my old 2200 packs that are 2-3 years old at this point, and it's the same size. So you know, a third more runtime for the same size and weight of battery pack, so that's pretty cool. Also picked up the low center of gravity battery tray for the TRX-4 from Bowhouse RC. It's already installed, went together and was super easy, just 4 bolts or 4 screws to take out the old plate, 4 screws, put the new plate right in, and we're ready to go. So they did a really good job of engineering it, pushing everything down as far as they could on the center of gravity. Now, I don't know if I am going to notice much of a difference crawling this guy with the really heavy stock body, the fender body, and a very light battery. It's probably not going to make a huge difference in the crawling, but still want to test it out because I love new parts. So we're going to boot up the rig. Always make sure you turn your transmitter on first. Apologies if this transmitter causes interference with our lav mic today, or any day for that matter. 3 beeps indicates that it did indeed detect a 3-cell LiPo on the Castle Sidewinder 4. I'm also running a Holmes Hobbies Revolver 1800 kV standard 540 for reference. It's a sensorless setup and does a really good job. We did a video that's a review of this system previously. So everything is booted up, plugged in, strapped in. Messy wires in there. We're ready to go. Let's see. You can hear that top end scream of the Sidewinder 4. Pop her in second gear. Just making sure everything works. Uh-oh. I think I may have plugged in a battery that was dead. I did crawl with it all weekend. Yeah. Guess I'll have to go pick up something new, unless there's something stuck. Yep. That's a low voltage alarm. I'll go grab another pack and be right back to it. All right, we got a fresh battery in, and she's a lot faster now and ready to crawl. I just threw out a couple of little scale gates that we make, little scale road cones, and made a little course. Let's see if we can get through it. Oh no, we killed the baby. It's a pretty tough section with this Defender right here. The heavy body just really makes it a challenge, I'll say. But that's sometimes the fun of rigs, is them not being just super capable. So this may be a little bit too much for the Defender. So we call this rock stacking in competition. Give us some helpers. Rock stacking is not allowed in most competitions. We may need a little bump of wheel speed. There we go. Oh no. This is when having the unlocking diffs is kind of nice, because I can keep the rear from hooking and try to settle it down. There we go. Well, this video isn't really showing off any driving skills today, but whatever. Ah! Sometimes we need a little wheel speed to get out of situations too. Haha. Back into first. So with this heavy body, I'm not noticing a huge difference with a low center of gravity battery tray and a small battery. Had I put in a larger size battery, 4200, something like that, it would definitely be noticeable. It would definitely be noticeable. But I really should get a lighter body on this for this particular course that I've built. It just kind of hangs up. This is practically just bashing at this point, because the only way I'm going to get through is with some wheel speed. Back into first gear. Nobody was the wiser, right? As long as we don't tell anybody that you're not supposed to drive a crawler like this, then nobody complains. For sensorless, that's pretty good low speed control. Just want to point that out. And she walks right out until I high center it. We actually had a crawl out here this past weekend, and it snowed fairly heavily. I think we had about 4 inches of snow. It was not the best of weather, and we still had 6 guys come out plus me, seven on course, which was pretty cool. Little wheel speed sometimes. Nice downhill control on this. So I think what I'm going to have to do is install a lighter body on this and just kind of see what we can do to give a little bit better center of gravity to the rig and really notice this low center of gravity battery tray. I don't have any aftermarket metal accessories on here, stock plastic housing, stock portal housings, all of it. It's a stock rig except for the electronics. This one I think is an earlier generation that even has all the plastic gears inside the transmission too. Have not had a single problem with it except for destroying the stock servos, which is to be expected with a stock servo, honestly. They're just generally not made very well in crawlers, the stock servos. All right, need a little wheel speed to get out of this. That's why it's nice to have wheel speed. Just makes things a little bit more capable in certain ways. Man, that's kind of a fun little crawl. I don't think I'm going to bore y'all with too much longer of just watching me crawl around right here, but I'm pleased with the battery tray as far as the insulation is concerned. Like I've stated, I would probably go with a lighter body so that I can recognize the difference in the lower center of gravity. But for guys who are wanting a performance build and want to keep that battery towards the back, it is definitely a great upgrade for it. I also want to say with these Helios batteries, the 3500 in this rig, doing a lot of wheel speed and burnouts and stuff, I'm still getting more than 2 hours of runtime for a 3500, and that's pretty impressive, honestly, for such a small battery. 3-cell stock gearing, running an 1800 kV revolver in there. So Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is install that lighter body, maybe do some modifications to drop some more weight off the chassis so I can really test out the capability of it. If I get rid of this body, I'll probably get rid of those sliders on the side too, and maybe be able to make some of the more tough sections around here as well. So appreciate you tuning in. If you have any questions about this product or the TRX-4 or anything in general, just give us a holler. Have a good one.